Hey, good morning. I am Austin Callison. I'm with the Callison Group at Silver Creek. Today we're at Idaho Angler in Boise, and I've got Chris with me this morning. Chris is the head guide here and kind of helps out in the shop as well. So we just wanted to take a few minutes to spotlight your guys' business here, talk about what you do to help people out that are maybe experienced fishermen and also rookies that might come through the door.
Yeah, we do a lot of classes here, and then we also do have a guide service here as well. And with folks that haven't ever fly fished before, we'll take them out on the grass and we'll do a little casting lesson, and we go down to the river and just go through some of the techniques, and then fish for either a half day or if we have a full day, we'll take them over to the Oahe River just over the border in Oregon. The classes that we offer beginning classes, beginning fly fishing, a 101 class. We also have fly tying classes, that kind of stuff. And for folks that have done a lot of fly fishing, they might just be in town for business, or they've just moved here trying to learn the area a little bit. They don't necessarily need someone there to help them out specifically, but we take them to the place, and we have the flies that work and the techniques and stuff like that to help them get going.
Awesome. And then here in the store, you guys have everything that somebody needs to be able to be set up for either any of the Boise rivers or down on the Oahe, and you guys can kind of guide them in that aspect of what they're going to need to go out and fish.
Yeah. So part of a fly shop's job is to just answer questions, about the rivers, about the gear, and that kind of stuff. So of course, we have all the flies for this region, from all the way over to Sun Valley and beyond, and we actually do a decent amount of saltwater trips that we host. So we have all the gear for saltwater fly fishing as well, even though we're hours from saltwater.
Sure. Yeah. And so some of the rivers that are around here, I've fished a little bit. I'm not an expert by any means, but what I've noticed is these rivers and the flies that are advised on there that these fish are biting on are vastly different.
Yeah, so some flies you'll have that work on multiple rivers, and then other flies are very specific to certain rivers. Silver Creek, which is 2.5 hours away, for instance, there's a mayfly called a brown drake that hatches, and it hatches for about 10 days out of the year, and it only hatches on that river in this region. So we have those specific flies that work on that specific river on those specific 10 days.
Sure. Yeah.
So some flies, more tractor type of flies, you might go and fish the middle fork of the Boise, where it's a freestone stream. The fish aren't as picky. A stimulator or a grasshopper pattern would work just fine. Some of the other rivers, like you're saying, definitely take specific patterns to do well anyways.
Cool. And then just touching on the guide service a little bit more, how does somebody get a hold of you guys to do that? And what would a day be like if we said, hey, we wanted to book a full day with you, Chris? What would that day be?
The full day we would go over to the Oahe River. It's one of the best brown trout fisheries in the country, and that would entail us hanging out and fishing for about 10 hours. We could meet at the shop, especially if you didn't have waders and boots. We have all that stuff here. It's included in the price of the guide trip. We get everybody set up with waders and boots, get the proper sizes and stuff, and then head over to the river, fish for several hours. We provide lunch, so we'd sit down, maybe have lunch, maybe just on the hood of the car, or actually set up a little table and chairs, and depending on what the client's needs and wants are, and then fish a few more hours the rest of the day, and then head on back to Boise.
Very cool. So wrapping up here, how does somebody find you guys?
Well, we have a website, idahoangler.com is a good place to start, or you can reach us. We have the phone number is 208-389-9957. We're located on Vista Avenue, about 1.5 miles from the airport, 1682 South Vista Avenue.
Awesome. Well, Chris, thank you again for your time this morning.
Absolutely.
Look these guys up if you want to know where and how to fish.